We here with some AllBall reactions. Stop playing.
Ball suckers.
Kendrick Perkins was speaking to how the Charlotte Hornets are sabotaging LaMelo Ball.
You don't have to say who this from, but you can see the importance of this. But just read that part out.
This one right here.
Yeah.
They on this bullshit. Let's play Melo about 25 to 28 minutes a game so his numbers won't be high. So if they trade him, they won't be trading a 2-time All-Star. They will be trading a player that numbers went down. You see what I'm saying?
You see what it is.
Let me see.
Oh.
Let me see.
Okay. So yeah. all I'm saying is, I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? The relationship has run its course over there as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're not speaking out of your ass.
To break fucking news, we've been missing each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's time for LaMelo to act out.
Yeah, because people are always like, God, Perk's always speaking out of his ass. He's always just saying shit to say shit. You ain't saying shit to say shit.
Yeah, but Perk just don't give his source. If Perk don't say my sources say.
That was Perk saying, confirming he got some text messages saying that, they're trying to sabotage LaMelo Ball. That's on the heels of, AllBall saying the Golden State Warriors are sabotaging Jonathan Kuminga's career at the moment. And then also Boogie Cousins and Lou Williams responded to Kendrick Perkins. And let's see what they had to say.
I can't sit here and ignore that. I mean, we've seen so many examples in just this season alone. We've seen the Jonathan Kuminga situation. We've seen the Trae Young situation. We've seen the Ja Morant situation. Like, it's literally teams killing the value of their own stars. So to sit here and say, this is a little far-fetched, I don't know. I think Perk is on to something. It's obviously something trending in the league right now where teams are willing to sabotage their star players, to devalue their star players.
I just don't think this is it. I don't think LaMelo is it. The other scenarios, you might have a case. I don't think that's necessarily it. Like, if he gonna have 33 and 8, that's value. That's still LaMelo Ball.
I mean, you
that
just watched the
like
guy
good.
averaging 20 and 10 get traded for nothing. Like I said, I don't know.
But we can't lump them up because different scenarios, different plays. Like, this isn't LaMelo Ball's 8th year at a franchise.
Let's compare them.
We talking about
Two
value.
bad organizations.
Right? We talking about value. Yeah, but completely different players, completely different scenarios individually when it comes to them. Organization-wise, cool. Jonathan Kuminga, you could take a look at that. I just don't think this is it. Again, if you're trying to diminish a guy's value, when he heating up and he cooking, I get him off the floor. He had 33 and 8 last night if I'm trying to diminish him.
I mean, he averaging 28 minutes a game. That's not necessarily given.
27 last night. But he has a minutes issue. There is a minutes issue. Like, he's not going to play.
He's averaging 28 on the season.
Right. And 27, and he played 27. You feel like
you
he should
can't
play
tell me that's them protecting him from injury. Like I said, I feel like what Perk is saying is some truth in it. We're watching it happen over and over again.
Yeah,
you don't go.
I can't subscribe to it. If I'm trying to diminish your value and I still let you stay on the floor, listen. So if you can do 33 and 8 in 27 minutes, then let me see what you do in 19. Then. So I don't know. It looked like he was in the game when it was winning time. They were trying to go win a basketball game. So I don't know. It sounds great for other scenarios. I don't think this is the scenario from LaMelo Ball. That's all.
I like what Lou Will was saying. They're all different scenarios. Flea, you just got on the screen, baby Bubba. What do you feel about what they were saying, the response to Jonathan Kuminga's career being halted by Steve Kerr? Are they all in the same or similar scenario as Kendrick Perkins alluding to? I mean, he did get the text.
Yo, I never thought that I would not want to hear from Boogie Cousins as much as I hear from Boogie Cousins. Every time I hear Boogie Cousins open his goddamn mouth, it is speaking from a perspective as though he really maximized who he was as a basketball player. And that's the only reason why it really bothers me from him. Because I respect him. I thought he was great. But the way he talks is though he elevated a franchise. He had all opportunity to do everything that he was supposed to do, but he didn't. And I just think that's what LaMelo Ball is right now. He's an extremely good talent, but he's not taking you to the next level. He's just not that guy. He's an extremely good player, maybe a franchise level player, but you got to build around him. And that's what they're doing right now. They've built around him. They got a good young team. They're not good, but they're young. There's talent over there. Plenty of it. Lead it. Grow up and lead it. Take basketball serious. Nothing about him says he takes the game serious. He approaches it very unserious. So what else is the franchise supposed to do? We're talking about the Hornets. And the Hornets is usually in the lottery. They're usually in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pick. So you go get Brandon Miller. So you go get Kuminga. You got Miles Bridges. These guys ain't bad players. These guys are good players. And now we draft you at 2 or whatever you were. Trying to figure out the coaching situation, all that, but don't let these guys off the hook. Don't let him off the hook. If he's a high-level player, like everybody's supposed to think, I just grabbed my phone because y'all be looking at the highlights and listening to Kendrick Perkins' fucking ass. Last season, he played 47 games. Season before that, he played 22 games. Season before that, he played 36 games. That's 1, 2, 3 seasons. He didn't even hit the 50-game mark. His all-star year, which is his second year, 75 games. God bless you. 20 a night, all-star level player, rookie of the year, all that, right? But since then, what have you done? We could look at the draft picks. It ain't like they drafted shitty. That's the other thing. It ain't like they drafted bad players. Brandon Miller is going to be a good pro. Kuminga might be an all-star level player at some point. Keep it real. I said on the side, I think I said it offline to fade me. I said they need to get rid of everybody. Start with LaMelo Ball. Build around Kuminga. Fuck the rest of them guys. But if we're talking about the team, I think LaMelo needs to be leading that team a lot better than he's done it. I don't think you should be letting him off the hook, DeMarcus Cousins.
I agree with Flea said, but I'm going to take it a step further. I think he was 100% correct. I think DeMarcus Cousins was 100% incorrect. Y'all got to remember, DeMarcus Cousins in his mind got blackballed. And in his mind, what he thinks these players is going through, he feels he went through that. I just seen a quote from him saying that if y'all didn't see it, we talked about why he didn't go to Dallas. He said, Rick Carlisle was recruiting him, and Rick Carlisle was sending him weird selfie text messages. It's like, yo, everybody's weird, man. I don't know what's
don't want to hear about why are you telling us that?
right. So when he brings up the players he brings up, Marcus Cousins is 100% incorrect. Nobody sabotaged John Morant but John Morant. Nobody sabotaged Trae Young but Trae Young. Nobody sabotaged LaMelo Ball but LaMelo Ball. To me, the Kuminga thing is special. Now, I'm not saying Kuminga is a special player, but that situation is way different. That situation seems way more personal than all the other scenarios. Way more personal, right? So eventually, that shit is going to come out between whatever's going on with Kuminga and the Golden State Warriors. I'm just saying, go ahead, Fabian, if you
No,
if you got
because
something on your mind.
I don't understand what's personal about it. Like you disagree with these players that look great around Steph Curry. Yeah, a lot of players look great around Steph Curry, but there was an argument. The fundamental difference between Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors was he likes to go against their style. He's more one-on-one. And Draymond kept barking on him about that. And KD's like, bro, I'm KD. Kuminga, I'm not saying he's Kevin Durant, but I don't understand what's personal about it. Besides being a high-touted draft pick and all that, he's not doing what they want. If I'm not mistaken, either Kevon Looney or somebody that left Golden State, they were saying the same thing, bro. It's still Steph's system. You still have to work. If you don't know how to work your way in that system, Kuminga can't shoot like that. He got to be like a 5. He got to be a big time rebounder to really perform in that. He can't play like Clay and these dudes.
But that's a different. Right, but that's a different conversation. Nobody is asking or expecting Kuminga to play like Clay or do none of that. I'm saying if it's clear, if it's evident that me and the coach don't get along, if that is clear, you don't like me, I don't like you. I don't know what nobody sees on the TV screen, but we all have eyes. If that is clear, you don't play me, you do play me. I play minutes, sometimes I don't. If the player has been verbal, I don't want to be here, get me out of here. Get him out of there. Get him out of here. But for me, I just love what Lou Will said, and I agree with Lou Will. I think DeMarcus Cousins is wrong. I think, he's looking at this situation and trying to attach himself to it, and these guys forget to take accountability. I agree 100% with Flea. LaMelo Ball, my opinion, think a lot of these young guys, they don't take the game serious. They tried to build around you. You had ample opportunities. You're very injury prone. And at the end of the day, it's like, yo, bro, listen, you still getting 28 minutes. If you really want us to sabotage you, we can do what the sucker shit Washington is about to do, try to stop us from getting our pick. If you really want to sabotage, we're going to put out a fake report that you injured and nigga, you ain't going to get on the court. We're going to send you to Djibouti.
Right to fucking Djibouti.
Right. So, these guys that played in the league, y'all know what sabotage really means. I think LaMelo Ball, Ja Morant, especially, to me, that was a terrible example. Ja Morant and Trae Young is terrible examples of players being sabotaged. Those guys are not being sabotaged. LaMelo Ball made his money. They gave him that big contract. Like I said, Trae Young, it's been for how many years now? He's a coach killer. Nobody likes him. Atlanta's unhappy with his play. So for me, I just think
one-dimensional player.
I just think those two examples from DeMarcus Cousins is 100% wrong. And I totally agree with Blue Will that, listen, bro. Listen, these guys don't love the game, man. And how long can you be an owner and just know and see what's going on and just allow a player to just rob you? No, enough. Man, enough is enough. I'm giving you niggas getting $300 million. Y'all playing half the seasons. We ain't making the playoffs. You niggas don't love the game. That's my last point. I seen LaMelo after a game when they on the court talking to him, and the young lady reporter asked him something. He said, I think they said, "What are you going to do?" Something, and he said, something about dogs and be around a lot of females. Oh, these dudes is nuts. These dudes are shooting themselves in the foot. You get what I'm saying, Flea? Like what? So, Ja Morant, Trae Young, this shit is on them. I'm not blaming nobody else. No, this is on them.
I totally agree with y'all. I thought that you were going to disagree with Flea, but when Flea just he said what I wanted to say just way better, and I think Boogie Cousins is clearly still with this me against the world mentality. Bro, dog, you did not maximize your potential. As Flea said, you were not all that big bully shit, even the bully shit. You didn't do that to this at the maximum potential. So every time somebody bigged up DeMarcus Cousins, I was like, bro, he's talented, but I wouldn't want that guy as my franchise player. It's not adding up. Even the thing with the Kuminga thing where I disagree with y'all is that I don't know enough. None of us know enough to make a conclusive, point of view about that. I don't know if he's beefing with Steve Kerr because he's giving it his all, and he has every right to feel like DeMarcus Cousins feels, but rightfully so. I don't know if he's justified in feeling the way he feels. I have no idea. I'm not there. We don't hear enough about that situation. But every other scenario, they've had enough time to show us what they can do on a basketball court consistently enough. We could pick out your flaws. John Morant and Trae Young play zero defense. We complain about that enough with Jalen Brunson. So what are you doing on the offensive end to have a franchise revolve their team around you, the whole organization around you? They tried that, and y'all failed big time. Forget about winning. It's not about winning. We're talking about making your teammates better and just playing your play in general. It's not up to standard of what a franchise player is supposed to be. That's a tough task to take on. And again, those are two guys along with Ant-Man. They came into the league. Trae Young was traded for Luka Doncic. Ant-Man's not included because he's showing you how it is to play ball. SGA surpassed all these guys, and he wasn't even considered in their realm when he got drafted. Yet he's an MVP all of a sudden. Yes, he has OKC. Yeah, he has a better situation organizational wise, better than Sacramento. We know how often do we hear things about Golden State really? In Atlanta, I don't know if they've been trying. I heard what Paul Pierce said. He feels like they're like a mid organization, but they try with these guys. You weren't meant to be the front dude. Were you really meant to be the second dude? Were you okay with that? Because a part of that is ego too. Are you willing to say, yo, fuck it, we got Jalen Johnson. Like this kid, he's a baller. I need to go play second, third fiddle to him because he makes my life way easier. I'll take $50 million less just to go win in Atlanta. We need to go do that.
Love
Yeah,
it.
but Flea, I would love you to respond to this. When Michael Jordan came out and spoke, right? this is what he was talking about when he said, guys don't earn it. These guys are being given franchises, right? And what have they done to earn it? And I would just love to hear you respond to, when Mike said that, a lot of people had a little pushback and a little flack. But now, when you see the John Morants, the LaMelo Balls, right, the Trae Youngs, who they had franchises handed to them like any other superstar. And it's like, yo, bro, what did y'all do to deserve that? And then y'all getting the big money on top of it. And then when things don't go y'all way, we want to blame everybody but the individual. So at that point where Mike said that, Fleet, you don't have to be long, but is this what he was talking about? Did it make sense? Does it make sense now?
Real quick, I wanted to say something about Jonathan Kuminga. I'm going to answer that question because that's a damn good question, OG. I want to say something about the Jonathan Kuminga thing. I think that thing is so overblown. Pause. Like, I don't think he's even that good. He's a really nice player. And I just think, like, why is it such a big deal that the kid is not getting minutes? Sorry. You don't play the style of basketball that is conducive to help us win games. And I don't think that they would be a top 4 seed if Jonathan Kuminga played 29 to 30 minutes a game. I just don't think so. So I don't understand this huge conversation about, damn, Jonathan Kuminga is getting done so dirty. Trade the guy. Situation always matters in the NBA, especially players like him. He got to get put in the right situation with the right coach. Things got to be perfect, and things got to fall right into place for him to be successful in the league. He can't play under Steve Kerr. I don't understand the big fucking deal. He's not a top 10 pick. He's not a top 5 pick. What is he? When did he get picked?
7th overall.
7th? Damn. Top 10? That hurts.
Yeah.
I still feel the same way. He ain't that good. I still feel the same way.
In front of Franz Wagner.
I still feel the same way. He ain't that good.
I like what
I can get corrected right in real time.
I like what
Top
Michael
7 pick.
I like what Michael James said. I'm sorry, Flea, because this is what's often forgotten about. They call it the dead ball era. This shit is starting to remind me of how cats fell off all of a sudden in that Baron Davis, Stephon Marbury, Steve Francis era. Even how Vince Carter injuries to T-Mac, all of a sudden they fell off a cliff. And that was a big part of that people felt like even back then they were getting too much money too soon. Because Jordan was saying that from when he was leaving the league. So some of this stuff, getting what you earned or getting what you didn't earn too soon, that shit could gas you up. I always say, I don't know what the hell I would do if I was 20 years old and you gave me $200 million. How do you come back? You're going to fall the hell off and be like, you're not the number one guy anymore and we trading your ass. Some of these guys can't recover from that.
But like you just said, a nigga offer you $200 million and you halfway decent, All-American, top 5 pick, I'm taking the money. Like, I get that side of it. But I think the bigger conversation is when you get that, are you a type of guy that can be responsible with that, with the role? When you come into the league, the light that is shined on you when you one of the guys that is a $200, $300 million guy, wherever this shit is going now. Are you capable of handling it? Like, I'm going to go here for a second, just handling the spotlight. Are you a nigga like LeBron James that can handle being the face of the league, carrying, you know what I'm saying? You understand? Just forget how you feel about him. Just being able to carry being the face of the league. Are you a nigga that can handle that? Right?
No,
Yeah.
that's
he got he got handed everything to him before he really proved himself, for sure. But everybody can't handle that.
Before he was a man.
Before he could even go into a bar. Right?
Listen, that's a great point.
Everybody can't handle that. Are you able to handle it like a guy like that? Right?
But
Very few
right.
between. Kobe couldn't handle it. Bean couldn't handle it. Getting all of that, obviously he had to work hard, but once you get it, you fucked up. Like the case, the missteps. Like everybody's gonna have, but can you really handle getting that type of responsibility coming to the league, being a face of the league? Maybe not the face, but a face. It's hard. It's hard shit.
Yeah, that's a great point. And for me, it can go all the way back to Magic, Bird, it's just a plethora of guys that, you know, how they conducted themselves on and off the court when you have a franchise on your back. And, you know, at this point, you know, the organizations and the owners need to be held accountable a little bit too. Remember, y'all drafting these guys. Do your homework. Y'all are drafting these guys. Oh, you know, you know what you're getting. If you're not doing your homework and you don't know that this guy may not love the game, may not work hard, but you still pay him. So for me, you know, I think it's a two-sided street. As much as we know we want to blame the players, which I think they need to be held accountable, the organizations need to be held accountable too. And at the end of the day, you know, it's just so many great examples, like a LeBron, like a Tim Duncan, right? Guys that were drafted, had the keys handed to them, and just did their job to on every level, right? So for me, the sports world is in shambles right now, and it's getting worse by the week.
Even an example like Luka Doncic is forgotten about. Just talking about basketball, because even the Trae Young thing is just basketball. Because off the court stuff can get. It's just obvious what happens off the court. But even Ant-Man has a lot of off the court stuff that we hear about, and he still holds it together. But the fact that the Dallas Mavericks, right? Yes, but his approach, Luka Doncic's approach is what got his ass traded. The Dallas Mavericks said, "Yo, that ain't it. We ain't giving you no damn $300 million, bro." Same thing with Trae Young. Same thing with Ja Morant. We seen, and we called this Ja Morant shit 2 years ago.
I mean, it's very few and far in between. You give. How many All-Stars can we say are capable of handling that, though? Yeah, we talking about these kids right now, but we could go back, right? We always talk about going back. We could go back and look at the franchise level player, whatever franchise level player you got going through the 2000s, going through the 90s, right?
Man, we got
all of them didn't really.
Fuck
you understand? Like keep
franchise players. Derrick Coleman was out of his mind.
A nut.
Chris Mullin and what's homeboy Mario Ellie would go brag about sipping and flipping out there on the basketball court. I just think
like
100.
Very few and far between do you have superstars, because everybody loves to label these guys that can handle that type of right. Giannis is starting to kind of fall into that level of how you approach, how you take on. Like, you can name a few guys, like, Kareem, like, as I'm thinking, like, but then there's a lot of guys in the mix that's like franchise level player, and you a bug out. Can you handle it?
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.